The PlayStation 5 will not support a 1440p resolution output. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Thank you for stopping by. If you're new here and you enjoy what you see throughout this video, hey, maybe consider subscribing to help this channel grow. I'd really appreciate it. I'm almost at 1K subscribers, and it'd be really cool to get there for the launch of the next generation. But for now, let's get into this. The PlayStation 5 will not support a native 1440p resolution. So coming up to the next generation, the big features for these next generation consoles are going to be 4K and 60 FPS. However, there are going to be games that support 120 FPS, and a lot of those games are going to have a dynamic resolution jumping between 1080p and 4K or 1440p and 4K. If you're somebody who likes to play your games on a monitor, 1440p is probably one of the most popular solutions for a lot of people, because you can get 1440p monitor at 144 hertz and just get incredible frame rates with a good resolution. I know me personally, when I'm playing games on my PC, I have a 4K monitor as well as a 1440p monitor, and I've said this in previous videos, but the majority of the time I am playing on my 1440p monitor and trying to get the best frame rate possible. I think it's really a sweet spot for a lot of gamers. So if you're planning on getting a PS5 and plugging it into your 1440p monitor, you're not going to be getting that 1440p output resolution. So this here says, when the subject of the next gen console resolution come up, we hear a lot about 4K, but what about 1440p? Now the Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S will be outputting in 1440p, so if you're going with those consoles and you have a 1440p monitor, you don't have anything to worry about. But according to IGN Italy, representatives from Sony have officially confirmed that the PS5 doesn't support 1440p natively. Now you'll still be able to connect to a 1440p screen with your PS5 and play games, but you'll most likely be getting a 1080p signal upscale to 1440p, which this here says doesn't always look great, and I would agree with that statement. Now, if you're somebody who had the PS4 Pro, I didn't have the PS4 Pro, I had a regular PS4 Slim, but if you're somebody with the PS4 Pro, this isn't anything new to you. They also didn't support a 1440p output on PS4 Pro, which is odd because it says here that a large number of its games on the PS4 Pro ran at 1440p or around 1440p. Now you may be asking yourself, well, why does it matter if you're playing on a TV? It doesn't. If you're playing on a TV, this doesn't really matter because they don't really make 1440p TVs. If you have a big screen TV, it's going to be 1080p or 4K right now. But if you were playing, like I said, playing on a computer monitor that has a 1440p resolution, it's not going to output a 1440p, and it's going to be upscaled, which I personally think isn't a good thing. I think that they should be supporting that 1440p native resolution, because we don't really consider this, but I still think that there are a decent amount of people that play with their console on a monitor, especially if they're playing first-person shooters or games with fast twitch actions. So I guess this all really just points to Sony's strategy when it comes to console gaming and how they don't really want to focus on PC at all. They really want to focus on the console being your main entertainment system connected to your TV. That is the centerpiece for your entertainment system. Maybe that's why they don't output their games at 1440p on the PlayStation 5, but I think it is kind of a miss by PlayStation. I do think there are a decent amount of people that are purchasing or have 1440p monitors that will love to play games at 1440p and get higher frame rates. Now here's a tweet from Roberto Serrano, who is an Italian business analyst, covers the gaming industry, stuff like that, and he says here the 1440p resolution output is mainly used by PC gamers with some monitors, which I would say is true, but I would definitely say there are people with consoles that want to connect to a monitor. Like me myself personally, I play a lot of my console games on a monitor. This person asking here, so anyone can explain what would happen if you play it on a 1440p monitor? Will graphics look bad or any other kind of issue? He's getting some responses here saying definitely the games will look very good at 1080p resolution, so I recommend that you better opt for a 1080p monitor with HDMI 2.0. And his response is saying that he already has a 1440p monitor, and if he was to play Demon's Souls, it outputs at 4K or dynamic 4K from 1440p to 4K will still output to 1080p automatically. Goes on to say here, yes, and it will look bad blurry on a 1440p monitor because the monitor will have an average missing pixel 1080p to 1440p to fill the screen. But yeah, I don't know, if you have a 1440p monitor and you were planning on picking up the PlayStation 5 and playing games on it, you may be better plugging it directly into a 1080p monitor, so you're not upscaling to 1440p. That could be a thing. I've never tried the PlayStation 4 Pro and obviously not the PS5 yet on my 1440p monitor, but maybe I will do that and see how it looks and see what the difference is between playing it at a 1080p resolution versus playing it at the 1440p resolution on my 1440p monitor with it being upscaled from 1080p. Yeah, I don't know, you can definitely see the difference in direction between PlayStation 5 and Xbox. This is another thing just kind of signaling that Xbox is really trying to give you the most options possible, and they are targeting PC gamers as well, because they know a lot of people may be buying the Xbox Series X and plugging it directly into a monitor, and the fact with the Xbox Series X you have full keyboard and mouse support, so that could really just turn it into kind of a PC experience. So that's it for me, guys. Let me know what you think about this. Were you planning on playing your PS5 on a 1440p monitor and now you're disappointed that you won't be able to do that? Or does this not matter at all to you because you are playing on a big screen TV, either at 1080p or 4K? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you're new here and you enjoy what you see throughout this video, hey, maybe consider subscribing, maybe help me get to 1K for the launch of the next generation. Thank you guys all for watching. Thank you for all your support, and I'll catch you in the next video.